All right, guys. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming on tonight and coming on to learn more about exactly what is this coaching thing. A lot of you see that I post on my social media and that I have a business at home. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who have come up to me and they kind of are asking me, what is it exactly that I'm doing? And so I wanted to take the opportunity to share with you guys a little bit about our business, a little bit about our team, and a little bit basically about why I do this. And so what is exactly coaching? And I want to give you guys a little bit of background when it comes to this. So what you will learn today is why our mission is so important and needs you, why a doctor became a coach, what are the qualities that make an awesome coach, the common myths and misconceptions about coaching, what is the time commitment, is it that something missing in your life, and how you can get started today. And so one question that I want to ask you is, or just not question, but just something that I want you to think about and ponder about is the fact that in just 5 decades, healthcare costs have increased by 102 times. That is ridiculous. And for someone like myself who's in healthcare, I see the stress of that in my day-to-day, emergency room job, on a daily basis. And so why is this happening? And honestly, the reason, a lot of it has to do with how we're feeding our bodies and our lack of movement in our lives. And so this basically map here shows you the adult obesity rate in 2013. And so you'll see, and this is back in 2013, all the red states represent greater than 30% of the people in that state that are obese. That is a very scary statistic. And the fact that this is from back in 2013, knowing that it's now 2016, I know that a lot of those orange states are now red. And what's even scarier for me is that by 2030, the stats are saying that 50% of our population is going to be obese. And that is a huge, huge problem. And so not only is it a problem for adults, but I also think about our children. I also think about, our future generation. And so childhood obesity is a huge problem. 1 out of every 3 children are considered obese. And overweight adolescents have a 70% chance of becoming overweight adults. And so what does this mean? It basically meaning that all the consequences of what used to be old age, heart disease, diabetes, strokes, asthma, depression, low self-esteem, they're no longer going to be an issue of the older age or above 50 or 60, or even 40s. We're now seeing them in their 20s and their late teens, all throughout their 20s, all throughout their 30s. And it's because of this. It's because of a disease processes starting early when they're children. And one thing that the Surgeon General, Richard Carmona, has said was that because of the increasing rates of obesity, unhealthy eating habits, and physical inactivity, we may see the first generation that will be less healthy and have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. And so when I think about that, I know that there's only so much that I can do in my emergency room one-on-one in a physical space. And so when I became a coach, I actually allowed myself to dream big. I allowed myself to have a vision where I can really help thousands of people all across the country and possibly all across the world through social media. And I allowed myself to think outside the box. And so I want to introduce myself. My name is Stephanie, and I am an emergency medicine physician. I am a daughter, I'm a girlfriend, and I am someone who loves to travel. I am a past emotional eater. I used to eat a lot out of boredom, out of sadness, out of laughter. Everything was surrounded around food. And then I am someone that I had a lot of debt. I had a lot of high credit card debt. And so I also am someone who truly loves to empower women. That is honestly something that means a lot to me. And it's one of the main reasons why I decided to become a coach. And so I started in July of 2013. And honestly, it has been absolutely the best decision I have ever made. I put together this collage to really give you an example of how it has affected my life. At the top is Luke. Luke's my boyfriend of almost 9 years, and he's my business partner in this as well. When I first, when Luke and I first became coaches, he had high blood pressure, and there was a chance that he was going to have to go on medications. And I remember saying, no, I don't want you to go on medications. He didn't want to go on medications. And so we decided to implement something natural. We decided to, implement exercise. And we started with Insanity, which I don't know if any of you have heard of Insanity, but Insanity is one of our programs, and it's an 8-week program, and it is brutal. Well, we completed the whole 8 weeks. I didn't get the same results as Luke did, but what happened with him is that he dropped his blood pressure by 20 points. Just exercise and being able to just watch what he ate. And that to me made me a believer. I mean, I knew, as a healthcare provider, I understood that exercise and good nutrition were really important to your health. But to see it just live in front of me with someone that I care really meant a lot to me. And so when I started as a coach, I actually started with a program. I didn't have any results. I had no idea of what this world of Beachbody was like. And so you'll see there my before and after with my first program. And, from the very beginning, I was looking for people to come along this path with me. I was looking to walk along with someone. Not that I'm saying, oh, I know more than you, or I'm a fitness buff and I know so much, or I know all this stuff about nutrition. No, I was trying to tell people that I'm here. I understand what you're going through, and I want to help you. You're not alone. And so not only did I need that for my own accountability, but I also knew that people would relate to me more if they felt like I was in their shoes, or they felt like I was where they used to be. And so I started sharing my journey on social media, and that's how I went from a team of one, myself, to over 1,000 people in my downline. And so in the bottom left, you'll see 2 of my girls on my team. And these are 2 dear girls to me who are, they mean so much to me. And they're some of my star coaches. And I met them through social media. I met one on Instagram, and I met one on Facebook. And my whole team are people that I have met mostly through social media. And so when people are saying, well, I don't know anyone, I'm telling you, we will teach you. We will show you that the world is so much bigger than who you already know right now. And there are people out there who are gonna fall in love with you, and who are gonna be attracted to who you are authentically. And that's what I found through sharing my journey. And so a lot of people also ask me, why do I, a physician, pursue Beachbody, pursue network marketing, which is what this is? And I have 2 pictures here. One is from when I was on the Great Wall of China, and the other one is a picture that I took in the Serengeti in Africa. And honestly, guys, like I said, I love to travel. And last year I was able to take a around the world trip last August, and I was able to take off 3 months from my physician job so that I can travel and I can move and I can switch states. And the only reason why I was able to do that was because I had the flexibility because of my Beachbody income. And so when people ask me, why do I do this? It's because of that. It's because of added flexibility in my life. It's being able to pay down my $300,000 worth of debt in a year and a half. It's being able to travel all over the world and not be stuck to having to go into work every single day in order to make my money. So even though I was in China and in Africa, those evenings I went into the hotel room and I worked my business from there. And to me, that is incredibly liberating, and one of the main reasons why I pursue this. Because I know that I can, as long as I have my computer and as long as I have internet, I can work this business from anywhere in the world. And I have a picture of me here smiling because when I graduated medical school, and I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but when I graduated medical school, I kind of felt like, now what? What was next for me? And I had always wanted to be a physician, but I didn't feel like it was exactly my, I'm gonna mute this. I didn't feel like it was exactly my passion. And so what I ended up doing was just kind of, after I would come home from my residency, I'd sit on the couch, I'd watch TV, I'd just try to decompress, but I didn't feel productive. And it wasn't until I found something new that was going to challenge me and excite me, and I let that excitement that excitement lead me, that I realized that I had found my passion, and a light switch and a fire lit within me. And so this is my team. And so I wanted to give you a nice collage of who we are, because as you can see, we are a wide variety of women. You know, we have men and women on our team, and we're all shapes, all sizes. I have a ton of moms on my team. Really, who we are just women who want more. We want more out of life. We want more for our children. We want to, we're tired of just, kind of existing and just kind of doing things just because that's what everyone else does. We want to, expand, who we are, and we want more for our families. And so what exactly is a coach? So a coach, and I get this question a lot. So a coach is someone embarking on their Beachbody challenge who wants to be held accountable to their long-term health and fitness goals. So we are just like you. We are someone that wants to get in shape. As a coach, we pay it forward and help others get started on their journey. We are cheerleaders and we are accountability partners. So many times people tell me that they were not able to get results until they became a coach. Why? Because it's a whole different story when you have to be accountable to someone else. When you know that someone else trusted you to buy a product from you and you need to lead by example. That's a whole different level of accountability than if you were doing this on your own and you weren't telling anyone. And so that is what we are. That's who we are as coaches. We are walking the walk with someone. We're saying you're not alone. Let's do this together. And that is why I love this so much. And so what are the qualities that make up a coach? And so basically a coach wants to lead a healthy life. So like I said, we're walking alongside you. So if you're someone that wants to get in shape, then you definitely need to consider this opportunity, because that's who we're looking for. That's one of our biggest qualities. We want to get in shape. We want to lead a healthy life. We want to lead a healthy life not only for ourselves, but for our children and our family and our friends around us. And that's one of our star qualities. We also want to help others. It's something within us that we want to, we want to see other people rise. We want to see other people step away from depression and get through anxiety and love themselves better. Because we know that if someone loves themselves, then they're going to be the best version of themselves in every aspect of their life. And then we want more out of life. Like I said, we don't want to just be. We don't want to just go to work, come home, cook dinner, and then do nothing. We want to be pushing ourselves for more so that we can offer our families more, so that we can continue to grow ourselves more. And so we're typically self-motivated people. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business. And so you have to have that inner motivation to push through when your business, when it gets hard, when times get hard. And that's any business. If you're trying to if you're looking at a home business, you have to be hardworking. At the end of the day, that's a picture that I have over the hardworking is Jessica. She's a teacher and she's a mom. She's just had a new baby, and you have to be willing to work hard at your job. And the same way that you work hard at what I call your day job, which for me would be a physician, you need to work hard at your business. You need to have vision, right? Like I know when I was a child, I wanted to be a doctor. When I was a child, I would sit with a magazine and pick out all the clothes that I would wear as an adult. I've always had vision of where I was going. And I've always allowed myself to have a large vision. It's actually been really interesting that as I've done this, I've realized that people are really afraid to have that large vision. And I think it's because they don't believe that they can accomplish it anymore. And it's heartbreaking for me, because I know that there's so much potential in people, but yet they're afraid to set that vision and create that vision because they know how hard it would be to get there. And a lot of them don't even believe in themselves. You have to be passionate. I am a firm believer that you will work harder at something that you're passionate at than something that you're not passionate about. And we do a lot of personal development, which is where we're just really feeding ourselves, to just be better. And one thing that I read recently was that you have to love what you're doing, right? You think about all the people who are like CEOs of big companies. You think of Steve Jobs right before he died. You think of, other key people who they literally work till they die on their businesses. And it's because they love their business. They love their craft. They love what they're doing. And so having that passion, a lot of people don't have that passion. A lot of people are dying to leave work. They're waiting for the weekend to have fun, but it's not, and that's why you have to be seeking whatever your passion is so that every day you're pursuing life with passion. And then one thing that's really, really, really big is that you need to be authentic. At the end of the day, none of us are perfect, and we all have struggles, and we all have, as I say, baggage in our back, from the past, and we've all gone through hard things, and that's what makes us real, right? That's what makes us human. That's what makes us authentic, and that's what's going to help us relate, be relatable to someone else, and help us be able to say, you know what? I've been where you are. You're not alone. I've walked that path. Let's do it together. But you have to be willing to share that about yourself, and you have to be willing to be real. So what makes Team Beachbody unique? So, everyone knows us for our fitness. And so we have the top infomercials in the country. You may have heard of T25, Insanity, P90X, 21 Day Fix, Size. Those are all of our programs. And we have over 18 different programs. So we have the fitness. We have nutrition. We have our portion fix, our color-coded container system that helps you to understand exactly how much you need to eat, what you need to eat based on your weight, which honestly I really love. All of our programs come with really great nutrition guides that really help to educate our clients so that they know exactly what they need to be fueling their body with. We have peer support, which honestly, that's what makes us incredibly unique. The idea is that we create challenge groups on Facebook. We create mini communities. The way that I think of a challenge group is that it is a mini community on Facebook that's private, that we lead, and that we walk, where we're able to put people and walk alongside their journey with them. And so that's how we're able to help more people than if we had to physically make an appointment to speak with someone one-on-one. We basically are able to help them in the format of a group. And so if you think of our challenge groups, which is our peer support, it's our community site, kind of that we create on Facebook, that is one of the things that makes us unique. And then we have rewards. Every year Beachbody is giving away thousands of dollars. Every year they give away $100,000 to the top male and top female who have the biggest transformation. Every day they're giving away $500 to anyone who would submit their before and afters. And that's incredible. You get a free t-shirt. You get the chance to win daily $500. Every quarter they're giving away $5,000. There's all these rewards just so that we can encourage you to get results and to be healthy. So I think that's one of the things that really genuinely makes us unique. And so we have something for everyone. And I think a lot of people just know us for our workout programs, and they don't realize all the other aspects that we have. And so we have our workout programs, like I said, we have over 18 different programs, and we have something for everyone. If you like Pilates and yoga, we have PIO, which is by Chalene Johnson. If you like dance, we have Size and what's the other one? I forgot the other one. There's another dance workout that we have that's coming out soon. And we have, if you're looking to build muscle and you're looking to tone up, we have programs that are more based on weight training. And if you're just looking to burn fat, we have HIIT training, programs that are related to, that are more based on HIIT training. So we have a wide variety, and a lot of our programs come with modifiers so that it really can take that person who maybe is just starting their journey, and we can also help that person who maybe has had, a lot of, history in exercise, and we can still push them. So kind of thinking about that. We also have a system called Beachbody On Demand, which is our digital access platform. And it's basically where you can stream all of our workouts online. And that's something that's also incredibly unique to us, where you can take any of our programs and stream them from your phone and stream them from your iPad, or, your TV, if you have Apple TV or Roku or Amazon Prime. So those are things to kind of think about, especially if you're always on the go. Like I'm always on the go. So I always will, if I'm traveling, I'm at a hotel, I can do my program on my computer. I sometimes will take my phone to the gym and I will do my workout programs. So that flexibility is great. And everything that comes with the program, including the nutrition guide, those are all on the digital access, on the Beachbody On Demand. So that's really awesome. We also have detox programs. So we have a 3-day detox program, and we have a 21-day detox program that takes you from eliminating animal and dairy protein to becoming completely vegan and seeing how that works for your body and how that completely cleanses your body. And then we also have Shakeology Boost, which are, 3 supplements that you can add to your shakes. If you take supplements right now in terms of shakes, these are also added things that you can add to them. So we have Focused Energy, which has 100 milligrams of all natural caffeine that comes from like mate tea, but just really all natural caffeine. We have Power Greens, which has, spirulina and spinach powder and other really highly nutrient dense greens just kind of compressed in a powder form. And then we have Digestive Health, which helps for those of you who have problems with regularity and your bowel movements. We have something for that as well. And so a lot of people also know us for our meal replacement shake, which is Shakeology. And so Shakeology, a lot of people think of Shakeology as a protein shake, and it's not. When I think of a protein shake, I think of, kind of a shake that basically just has 20 grams, 15 grams of protein, has minimal carbs, and has very other little nutrients associated with it. But Shakeology has over 70 nutrients in one serving. And so you're going to get the antioxidants, you're going to get the probiotics, you're going to get multivitamins, you're going to get minerals, all of that into one shake. And it's not that you're supposed to drink this several times a day. Actually, you're only supposed to have it one time a day. And I actually have it more so as a snack. A lot of people will have it as a meal replacement, maybe for breakfast, and they'll mix it with coconut almond milk or a banana and peanut butter just to kind of, add more flavor to it. But our flavors alone taste really, really amazing. And so we have, 4, 5, 6, 7, now we have 7 flavors, and we have 2 vegan blends, which are the vegan chocolate and vegan tropical strawberry. And then we have 5 regular blends, the cafe latte, which if you love coffee and if you love frappuccinos, honestly, it tastes just like that. It's delicious. It's probably my new favorite, and I absolutely love it. And then we have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and greenberry. And our shakes have really, been known to help with people, to help people with their energy, help them feel full longer. It has helped with weight loss. It also has helped with inflammatory conditions, and it has helped with people with diabetes, with regulating their sugars. So our shakes have a lot of benefits to it, and it's definitely something that you want to consider, and you will be considering if you do decide to pursue this more. And so what are the benefits of being a coach, right? So I kind of touched upon some of these, but the ability to be able to work from anywhere, there's no ceiling on the income potential, holding yourself accountable, building yourself up. That is probably one of the best things that I love about our business, is that in order for you to be successful, you have to continue growing yourself. And that is something that I love. I know I am a lifelong learner. And so the idea that I get to learn, for a living, and I have to work on myself for a living, really is something that I love about our business. You get to surround yourself with positive people. There's so much negativity in the world. And my job now is to be positive and to be uplifting and to share a smile. And you'd be surprised how many people just say, wow, Stephanie, I love your post simply because you smile. And honestly, when I hear that, that actually saddens me, because it means that so many people are just so surrounded by so much negativity that when they just see someone smiling, it really lifts them up. And so whenever I think about that, it just really saddens me, because it just shows me just how much negative energy people are around. You get to share your passion and attract others. This is what I like to call attraction marketing. And so if you fall in love with this the same way that I have, you're going to attract people who are into fitness, who want to be positive, who want to be a part of something really big and want to continue to help others. And then you can, you can be involved in our conferences. And I put here also a little piggy bank, because you can save up for whatever for a rainy day. If you want to pay down debt, if you want to take your family on vacation, there are several ways, in terms of the benefits of being a coach. And so what do we exactly do, right? That's another common question I get. What do you do as a coach? So number one, we work on ourselves first and foremost, and always. We will continue to always work on ourselves. And that's why I have a picture of my before and after. Honestly, that kind of journey to being fit and to being healthy it's a lifestyle. I will do that till I die, right? It's like you can't all of a sudden expect to work out and be healthy for 6 months and then stop, right? And so realizing that this is a lifestyle. And so my job, and what do we do, is my job is to work out. It's to push play. It's to go for a walk. It's to go to the gym. And it's to share that on my social media so that I can inspire and motivate others to do the same. And so I have a couple pictures here of coaches on my team sharing their life, because that is exactly what we do. We share who we are. And so in the middle is Tony and her husband, and she is another physician who works a lot. And here she is showing on her social media that she's making time for exercise. She's living, she's not only talking the talk, but she's walking the walk. And that is a lot of what we do, is that we're sharing our exercise, we're sharing our busy life. So here's Courtney. Courtney is a mom. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's a full-time Beachbody coach. And it's sharing the struggles of being a mom, right? That's one of the top experiences that most women can relate to. There's obviously not every woman is a mother, but so many women are moms. And so being able to show that, hey, I know it's crazy being a mom. I know that my house is a mess sometimes, and I know that they drive me crazy. And it's sharing that so that people can say, yes, you understand me, right? It's about relating to people. Also sharing our where we are in our life, whether we're getting engaged, whether we're having a baby, whether, sometimes when we have deaths in our family, you'll see coaches post about it, and you'll see the love and support that overcomes, that our community will come in and will support them. And that's honestly been one of the top things that I love about our business, is just the extensive community that you create when you are a part of this. No longer are you it's just you and your immediate family and the close friends that you have now. Now you start building a huge network that's spread across all over the country, and in Canada right now, and in the future all over the world as we continue to expand. And what I have here too is just meeting up with each other and getting to know each other. So like I said, my team has about over 1,000 coaches. And I would say, there are several times throughout the year we have opportunities to get together. And it's just really connecting with people and really building each other up. There's a great book, whether you do this business or not, there's a great book called The Energy Bus, and everybody should read it. And it just talks about, when you are the driver of your bus. And I'm someone that I'm incredibly positive, and I only want to be surrounded by positive people. And so just being able to create that community is something that we do. And so a coach doesn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. I think a lot of people have that misconception. And actually, like I said, I showed you, I started when I bought my program that day. I posted and I started promoting my challenge group, and I started looking for someone to do the program with me. I didn't wait to have results. I was like, I want someone to do this with me. And so you don't have to be an expert. You just have to want to get in shape. We have trainers in our programs. We have, nutrition experts in our guides. You don't have to do that. What we do is we connect our program with the goals of our clients, and where, we basically know our products, we know. And so when someone tells us what their goals are, we want to connect them with the right program. And you don't have to already be at your fitness or nutrition goals. I am a firm believer that if you have weight to lose, if you are on your journey, you are the best person to be a coach. Because I believe that when people look at a before and an after, they look at that after and they're like, awesome, like she looks great. But then immediately a lot of people have a little negative voice that says, I can't get to that after picture. Great for her, good for her. But when you actually see your friend going through losing a pound at a time, or you see her pushing play even when she's busy, even when she has no time, you see her struggling, you see her posting about her struggles, it makes it so much more real and so many more instances where you can connect to that person. And honestly, that's the person who has the biggest potential to have the biggest impact if you have a lot of weight to lose, or just are on your journey, I should say, because you're going to be so much more inspiring to people than someone who's already fit and at their goal weight. If they see you pushing play and they see you, regardless of, just doing your best, that's going to be more inspiring. You don't have to be an experienced salesperson. Like I said, I didn't have any experience in sales. The way that I like to kind of think about it is I think about the movies. You go to the movies, you find a movie that you really love, and guess what? You go home and you talk about it, right? You talk about it and you're excited about it. And next thing you know, you have your sister wanting to go watch the movie because you talked about it so much, and your energy and your passion sold that person. You know what I mean? Like it's about sharing. And I think a lot of people think of this as sales, but I kind of look at in life, we're always selling things. I mean, you think about an argument, right? When you argue with someone, what are you trying to do? You're trying to sell them on your opinion. That's what you're trying to do. You're arguing, but you're trying to sell them on your opinion. When you're trying to get your children to eat a vegetable that they don't want to eat, you're bargaining with them. You're trying to hide it in something. You're trying to sell them something that is good for them. And so not looking at this as sales, but looking at this as really sharing what's going on in your life and sharing it with enthusiasm, because you know that it works, because it's just diet and exercise. And that is why I'm a firm believer that you don't need the sales experience. You just need to have passion, for our products, have the results, really believe in it, and then just share yourself and share your experiences with it and share your energy with it. And that's what's going to help people want to get on board. And then you don't have to have a large network of friends. I've created a network on social media. That's the beauty of today's times. That's the beauty of today's technology. Now everything is at our fingertips, and we can, reach so many people. And through our training and through kind of, with time, you will grow your network, and we teach you how, we show you how, we give you ideas how, but a lot of it's that kind of consistency, and we can show you that. So don't be afraid if you don't have a large network. If you're like, wow, I'm from the middle of nowhere, and like everyone here that I know is a coach. It's not about that. I will tell you, I didn't grow locally. I grew more across the country, and I didn't grow a local team. It's not to say that you can grow a local team, but it's not a necessity. But a coach, and I say this now because it's super important. All of you guys are thinking about becoming a coach, right? So a coach, and when it comes to coaching, you must be willing to share your journey from the beginning, the good and the bad. There's no highlight reel here. I want you to be real. I want you to be authentic. I don't want you to just share all the positives. I want you to share everything. And you have to be willing to share on social media. That is a big part of our business. And so if you're someone that doesn't want to share on social media, then I think you should definitely think about this. And this may not be the right opportunity for you. And that's fine. I want you to find something that works for you. You have to be willing to grow. We all come in with areas that need improvement, right? None of us are perfect. We all have weaknesses. We all have self-limiting beliefs that we need to push past. A lot of people don't know this, but when I was younger in college, I was never someone that was outgoing. I was someone that was timid. I didn't speak my mind. I was quiet. And I think people who know me now could not imagine me that way, because I'm so vocal and I'm so confident, and I speak my opinion. But I've been able to grow through life, through my experiences. And that's the same thing with this business. You have to be willing to grow. You have to be willing to fail forward, realizing that any road to success is filled with boulders of failure. And you have to realize that that's just part of the process. And if you think about your own journey to where you are right now in your own careers, if you think back, you'll see that you probably failed a lot of times and you pushed past it. And it's the same thing with this business, is that you have to fail forward. You just have to keep moving, get back up, brush yourself off. And the fortunate thing is that you're going to have myself, you're going to have if you're a coach who's going to bring you on, you're going to have a huge community that's going to say, I'm here with you. We're going through the trenches with you. And then you have to really want to help others and lift others up. At the end of the day, like I said, I don't want anyone who's negative on my team, period. If I find that you're negative, I will ask you to leave, and I won't have any problems doing that. You have to be willing to be positive. You have to be willing to look at things with a different perspective and want to do that. And so if you're someone who's negative, I'm sorry, you can't be on my team, or you're going to have to really look at yourself and really kind of see, is this something for me? Because our team, and I love our team for that. I lead this team with integrity. I lead this team it's a community of just super positive men and women. And I want to keep it that way. So I'm going to protect that too, really hard. And then you have to be coachable. You have to realize that myself or whoever, if someone is inviting me to watch this, we are going to give you the tools that we know works. And so you have to trust us, right? You have to realize that we know what works. Trust us. We're not going to give you something so that you can fall flat on your face. That's not the goal. Our goal is to help you be successful in this business and give you the tools so that you can achieve that. So what are the perks of being a coach? You get 25% discount on all products and programs. You get 25% commissions on all sales, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. You get first access to all new products that come out. There's no stocking of products to buy or ship, and so I think that's really cool too. You know, there's some other companies where you have to buy products and you have to kind of keep them in your home. You don't have to do that with us. You also have the ability to earn rewards and prizes. We have 24/7 customer service, and so that's really awesome. If anyone ever wants to return anything, our customer service is always available. And then we have online office training, as well as training that I provide for the team as well through our training site. And so how do you earn income, right? That's another big question. So income is based on how many people you help. I mean, that's the fact. And how successful you are in helping your team grow and do what you do. So you are in the driver's seat. So we get 25% of anything ordered using your link. That's our 25% commission. Another way that you get commission is you get anywhere from 40 to 50% of our club membership. So remember that Beachbody On Demand I talked to you about? If you are, if you have clients that are on that, you also get a commission off of that subscription as well. So that's pretty awesome. We also, a big chunk of the residual income aspect of this business comes from what I like to call team cycle bonuses. And this is basically where once you achieve our first rank advancement, which is called Emerald, which is basically where you would have 2 coaches under you, you would earn $14 to $18 for every $300 worth of products sold by the team that's under you. And so that's the residual income aspect. So I'll give you an example. I had a call yesterday with some of my team, and I kind of did all the numbers. And last week, our team sold $27,000 worth of products. So that's $27,000. I was like, wow, that's a lot. So $27,000 worth of products. So if I divide that by 300, that's how many cycles. And then I multiply that by 18, and that's my residual income for that week. And so it's basically for every $300 worth of products, you get either $14 or $18 depending on your rank. And then we also can benefit from quarterly bonuses. So once you become 2-star diamond and above, there are what we call quarterly bonuses. And that is something to definitely look forward to that a lot of coaches push for. And then you also have Success Club prizes and trips. And for example, I was able to go on my first cruise in March, this past March, 2 months ago. I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and it was I earned it with my sales from last year. So even I was doing my job, and I was able to earn a free trip, with my company. The year prior was in Mexico. Next year, we're going to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. I'm super excited for that. And so just lots of abilities to be able to win prizes and trips. And so the potential is limitless. And so I share this not to say, wow, great for me, but I share this to show you the potential, right? I share this so that you can see that this is a real business. And if you treat it like a business, it can pay out like a business. And it only continues to grow. And so why not you? And so you'll see here that in 2013, when I first started, I was making, $60. I started somewhere. I start where everyone starts. And that's the beauty of this business. But because I've showed up to my business every single day and been consistent and have been helping people every single month, slowly but surely that income has been growing. And so I wanted to show you that kind of progression. In 2014, I was blessed, to be able to make, $700 a week. And these are weekly paychecks. We get paid weekly. So being able to make $800 a week, $900 a week, what could you do with $500? What could you do with someone, I'm sure people who could really benefit from $800, a week in extra income, or even $100 a week in extra income. There are people who are really struggling to just pay their groceries and pay for gas. Like, this can really honestly be a blessing for someone who really genuinely is willing to work and who enjoys fitness and wants to get in shape. And then obviously I kind of have my more recent progression, but just wanting to show you guys what the potential is. And so again, talking about the rewards, like I said, the free trips, this was back on our cruise with two of my girls. And then just overall, honestly, for me, the biggest reward are the friendships. I am meeting women that I would have never met. Women that, really, I genuinely I wish they were near me. I wish they were near me so that I could, hang out with them, and I could, spend time on the weekends with them. And just that community that's creating, to me, that is such the gold of our business. And then just being able to, meet with our, the people who we get to work out with, we go to our conferences, and just kind of creating that community is just, to me, honestly, the biggest reward. And so what to expect from us, from myself, from your coach, from the person who's inviting you to watch this, is that you have new coach training. And so I put a picture here of our website right here in the bottom, and you can see this is our website. And as soon as you sign up, you'll get access to our website, and it'll take you, lesson by lesson of how to get started. And we also have a Facebook support group. We have weekly team calls. And I show up to the team calls every single week. It's a big priority for me. Why? Because I know that I need to lead by example. I know that even though, here I am in my scrubs, I worked a 12-hour shift today, I'm leading by example for my team to show them that, yes, we're all busy, and we just have to make the time, for even just limited time, just make the most of our time to be able to do activities that are going to move our business forward. And then we have leadership training, and then recognition and accountability within our team, and then overall supportive community is what you can expect from us. And so now, basically, so what are the next steps? So kind of asking yourself, if you're kind of thinking, yeah, I'm ready to join your team and help others and reach their goals while I reach mine. If that's kind of what you're thinking after watching this, then you're going to want to join as a coach. Even if you're saying, well, Stephanie, I don't know yet. Like, I don't know if I want to share myself that fast yet, or I personally want to still get results. It's okay. You can still sign up as a coach. You can work on yourself first and take that first month or maybe 2 months to really work on yourself. But at least you'll get the discount. You'll get the 25% off all of our products, which honestly, all people would love a discount. Or if you're just like, nope, I do not. I just want to work. I just want to focus on myself, my own health. I don't want to help anyone else. I don't want to worry about this. Then you can join as a challenger. And so if you kind of went through this presentation and you're like, no, I don't want to do this. I just want to be, just want to get involved in terms of the fitness, then you can join as a challenger. And so to join as a coach, you are going to purchase a challenge pack. And so that is the cost. That's, when people say, what's the investment? So the initial investment is anywhere from $140 to $180 usually, depending on the investment depending on the program that you choose. And so the reason why we want you to choose a challenge pack is because you're going to get a program with 30 days of Shakeology. So you're going to get the fitness and the nutrition, and you're going to get our products so that you can start to have your own experience with it. That's going to have an average savings of $50 to $80. And so just something to think about. And also what's really awesome is that when you purchase a challenge pack, they waive the $40 coach enrollment fee. So that's something to consider. Usually it costs $40 just to enroll as a coach. But if you purchase with that challenge pack, they'll waive it, and then you can sign up as a coach just for that price. And so you're going to get your fitness program, you're going to get your first shipment of Shakeology on Home Direct, and you're also going to get a trial month of the Beachbody On Demand. So you'll get 30 days free to try the Beachbody On Demand when you purchase a challenge pack. Let's talk a little bit about any recurring fees. So our only mandatory recurring fee is what we call our business fee. This is $15.95. This is our only recurring fee, right? So if you think about it, I paid $205 to start my business. I pay $16 in terms of monthly fees, and I pay $100 for my Shakeology every month. So in order for me, the payout that I do is I pay I pay $205 in the beginning, and every month I pay $116, and now I'm making, a lucrative amount in terms, at least I think so, when it comes to my business, and it's only going to keep growing, all for this $15.95. So what does that cover? It covers, your personal websites. It covers the function of our coach online office, like I was saying. It covers the product warehousing, so being able so that Beachbody can store our products and ship them to us, efficiently. It also covers the fee, you know, the cost that it costs to pay for our customer service, communications, the marketing that's put out by Beachbody so that we can use that marketing, the infomercials, all of that is covered by our business fee. And so it's our way to chip in and kind of take some ownership of our business, is what that $15.95 covers. And again, this is our only mandatory fee. And if you're someone that's military, if you're military or you are a veteran of the military, this fee is waived. So this fee, this $15.95 gets waived if you are a military personnel or you are a veteran or if you are a spouse of a military personnel. So something to think about if you are in the military or if you know someone who's in the military who would really benefit from this. And so just kind of something to think about. It's just this fee that gets waived. And so joining as a challenger is the same idea where you're going to purchase a challenge pack. And so again, like I said, the challenge pack is anywhere from $140 to $180, the ones that most people will choose. That's the initial investment. And you're basically purchasing a program and you're purchasing Shakeology. And so you would do that, you would pay a one-time fee, and then the Shakeology would be recurring unless you decided you wanted to stop it, which is very easy to stop. You would call our customer service and they would cancel the recurring order. So how to get started. So I know this was a lot of information. So what I want you to do is I want you to contact the person who told you about this webinar. And then I want you to decide if you want to choose, you know, if you want to be a coach or if you want to be a challenger, you know, really think about it. And obviously if you decide, you know, if you're like, well, I still don't know, then maybe just try to be a challenger. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to convince you. That's not my job. My job is to really just present to you something that has worked for me, that has brought a lot of joy to me, and that has brought a lot of joy to other people that are on my team and has really helped a lot of people on my team. So if you can join as a challenger and maybe you'll get a feel for it, and then maybe in the future you want to become a coach, and that's perfectly fine. And that is, you know, you're absolutely able to do that. So that's also an option. And then you can, and then after you do that, then you choose your challenge pack. And so then you would talk to your coach, you would let them know what your goals are, they would ask you a couple more questions, and then they would make a recommendation for the program. So what I want you to think about is, what can becoming a coach do for me, right? So when you think about that and you sit there and you kind of look at where your life is and where you want to go, how can this add to your life? I don't want, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want this to take away from your life. I don't want you to feel like it's taking away from your life. I want you to feel like this would be in addition to your life, that it's going to allow you to expand your life and expand who you are as a person and expand what you're able to, you know, offer to your family and to your friends. I want you to ask yourself, what are my goals and my dreams? Like I said, I feel like a lot of people forget to keep asking themselves that. And I think it's because they get so caught up in everyday life. They get so caught up in, you know, in raising children, in, you know, in their day-to-day job that's really stressful, that they forget to just sit back and ask themselves, you know, what are my goals? What are my dreams? Another great question is, what does success mean to you? That's something that I'm always kind of asking myself. What does success mean to me? Because it's going to be something different for each of us. So just, you know, ask yourself that, think about that. And then ask yourself, who can I help? You know, at the end of the day, I know we all know people who are incredibly unhealthy. We know people who are incredibly negative. We know people who are incredibly, you know, have a lot of depression, have a lot of low self-esteem. And so thinking about who can you help? Because I'm sure there are a lot of people that you can help. And so, you know, how does all this sound? Does it, you know, are you excited about it? Does it make you nervous? Does it make you say, I don't know? Well, I would challenge you. You know, my mantra is life begins one step out of your comfort zone. And so I would challenge you to jump right in. You know, like at the end of the day, that's what I did. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but I just jumped right in. That's how I kind of walk through life now. It's just kind of just really, you know, the thrill, the exhilaration of it is so worth it. You know, it's worth the obstacles, it's worth the setbacks, it's worth the failures, you know, and just kind of seeing, you know, that courage that you have when you're able to jump in and you kind of survive it all. So if you're excited about it, you're like, oh, there's something here. And if it makes you a little nervous, I would challenge you to jump right in. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have. And, you know, that was my little chat. And I hope that, you know, I hope that this was something that served you well. I hope, you know, I thank you so much for coming on and for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and listen to me speak about something that I'm so passionate about. And I will put this up, and otherwise, I want you guys to have a good night.